So I make sure that every day I include some spontaneous interaction with the students to keep it real, to keep it communicative. There's so many fun things you can do because the main goal is to communicate.
S'il te plaît, ramasse les photos. Amy, s'il te plaît, ramasse les feuilles de papier jaune. Maintenant, je pose la question à vous. Comment est ton animal de compagnie? Et tu dis... Mon lapin est... Petit... Triste... Drôle... Courageux... Fidèle, très bien.
I do a lot of formative stuff day to day with my students. I'm just a huge advocate for getting kids to speak spontaneously as much as possible, just because that's real life. There's no script, so you kind of just have to be able to do it. And it also, I find, helps them to let go of that fear that a lot of kids have of making a mistake. And they just learn that it's okay to not speak it perfectly, because in the moment you might not, and then so what? That you still get your message across. So I tend to ask lots of spontaneous, improvised questions just on the fly, where the students are expected to respond in kind.
Ah oui, tu es allé au cinéma. Qu'est-ce que tu as regardé au cinéma? Quoi? Infinity Avengers, oui.
Pourquoi tu regardais
C'est même pas un
Oui, non, c'est l'étude.
Bichette, est-ce que tu es d'accord?
Non.
Pourquoi tu n'es pas d'accord? Tout va bien.
I really like when we do speaking exercises because I find it hard to find situations where I can practice French conversationally. Like I can read and write on my own, but I feel like speaking in class and having casual and formal conversation settings is really good to like solidify what it would be like to actually be immersed in a French environment.
Teaching strategies that I find effective often hinge on communication. So we might learn about grammar or vocabulary, but then right away we'll use it. So I find that strategy very effective, that the kids aren't just creating a word list, they're interacting with the word list. They aren't just learning a grammar concept, they're interacting with that grammar concept.
Aussi, si tu aimes la couleur bleue, tu l'as acheté et tu peux avoir une bouteille d'eau qui est bleue et c'est merveilleux, ouais.
I feel like the hardest part of learning a language is not learning the words or learning, ideas in that language, but putting them to use. And I feel like many people can relate to me when I say this because when you take a class in French, it's really easy to, do a test by, just writing down, like regurgitating the information that you've already learned. But when I, for the first time, tried to speak in French, I found it much more difficult because actually putting those ideas together into a coherent sentence and trying to communicate your ideas is very difficult. And that's something people should definitely focus on.
They enjoy, funny enough, speaking. They don't in the beginning. And so it's quite fun and kind of dramatic to watch that change happen from September till June.